and all our community members. We thank you all so much for coming in. The motorcade is going to do a full circle, Thank you. Welcome to 3662 West Camp Wisdom Road, right here in Dallas, Oak Cliff, Texas. Thank you all for coming out. My name is Butler, and I will be your master of ceremony, along with Miss Jeanette Berry. Special thanks to everyone who's come out and made this development what it is today. Yes, more horns, please. Thank you. The Oak Cliff community supports this RedBird development. Thank you all so much. Sound provided by the Tanel drums, ladies and gentlemen. Special sounds by JB Cool Productions. All right, everyone can start lining up and find your parking spot. For social distancing, you can remain in your car and listen to the broadcast on 88.9. After your first round, you can go ahead and park, and we will call up individuals as they come to the stage. We will have the ceremony as follows.
I drove way down because you told me.
My name is Butler. I'm here on behalf of
you know what I mean?
Oak Cliff Community Development Corporation, owned by Miss Edna Pemberton. We want to thank you all for coming out today. First, we will have a purpose of celebration by Councilman Tanel Atkins. Next, we will have an opening prayer by Pastor Tommy L. Brown.
One and only, yay.
The greatest.
Then we will have our greeting. Following that. Right now, we're going to go ahead and have Councilman Atkins to the microphone for the purpose of this celebration. Thanks.
First, let's give honor to God. It's a blessing to be here. And remember, it's always sun shining in southern part of Dallas. It's a great moment, a great present to be here. First, I want to make sure we get a great round of applause to Miss Ellen Pemberton.
Yes.
Raise your hand on Miss Pemberton. Blow your horn for Miss Pemberton. It has been over a decade since 2007 when we had the ULI study about this mall, what we're going to do. And when I first came here, I remember back in 2007 or 2008, I was walking up the street, coming here, and I get a phone call from Miss Pemberton. And she said, Councilman Atkins, we have a problem. I said, what is that problem? As you know, she always asks a question before she already knows the answer. And I said, what is it? I said, I'm going to go on vacation. I have my white linen suit on.
Yeah.
Then go see some blue water, some white sand. Enjoy life for the change. And she said, we cannot let this mall go dark. We cannot let this mall go dark. I said, what do you want me to do? She said, they're going to cut the lights off. I said, Ms. Pemberton, what I want you to do is go find the big breaker box and stand right beside that breaker box and make sure those lights don't go off. And I want to thank very soon the city manager and Encore. They made that phone call and these lights didn't go off. And now we see the lights are still staying on with the purpose of today of this mall. Because of Peter Brosson, and because of the community, because of you, because of the people who care about this mall. It's not dead, it's still alive, it's growing stronger and stronger, but it's also with the community was involved. It's also with the Urban Land Institution who did the study. It was also with all the council members. And I want to thank my Deputy Mayor Pro Tem Magoo is here today to celebrate this also. Without their support of the council, without support of all the colleagues that we had, former Mayor Mike Rollins was here, who helped when he first ran. The first place he came, it was to RedBird Mall.
That's right.
To say, oh, we'll make a difference. We'll make sure this mall strive. To make sure that this area would be a growing area. It took over a decade. But today, you look around and you see the time was not waste, and the times is here today. But when you have a servant, there's someone who will come to this part of town, do not know what type of help the community and how strong the community is, that we will stay beside you between thick and thin, between whatever it takes, we will stay beside you. And when Peter Brosser came here, I know in his mind, I know in his family, they said, are we doing the right thing? Are we investing our money that we earn from doing other type of venture into this community, into this mall? I think many nights he probably dreamed and tossed and turned and said, am I doing the right thing? But as you know, the sun is shining, and there was a whole lot of troubled times that this mall going up and down. But you look at today, you look at today, and you look at a decade ago, how far have we came today?
Yes.
We had Trans Solution, we got Foot Lockers, we got UNT, University of Southwestern is coming, Parkland Hospital, you got all the amenities, you got green space. But one thing we do have, we have a community is brought together. We got a community come together. But without that, but give a great round of applause to DPD because they make sure this mall is one of the safest mall in the town. DPD, blow your horn for them. And one thing we always believe, safe is first. And that's what Peter Brox believed. And also, I still want to thank, I keep mentioning this name over again, Deputy Mayor Pro Tem Magoo, who was Chair of Public Safety. He made sure this mall is safe. And also, I got to mention Diane Gibson, Miss Community, with all the things that she done and all the things that they did for the mall to make sure the mall was clean and make sure that if it's clean, it's safe. If you got a clean neighborhood, you got a safe neighborhood, right? A clean neighborhood, a safe neighborhood. And we got more to come. With that, at the end of my remark, I love to say, Miss P, when you come forward, I know that you sitting over there, no, she got to get up because anytime she called me at any time of the day or anywhere else, but always be great, you never ask the queen to come to you, you always go to the queen. I want to be more of a man to come to the queen. This is the queen of this mall, and always will be the queen of this mall. And I want to appreciate her from the bottom of my heart with all the things that she has done for this community. And she get up every morning thinking of what she can do and what she cannot do. But let's honk your horn and get a loud horn and a loud applause for Miss Pendleton, that a person who deserves all he did. Thank you, Ms. B. And with that, I guess I'll turn it to Pastor Brown.
Yes.
Ms. Pemberton asked me to pray, and I know how to follow orders. All right. Let's pray. Dear God, we thank you today because you're God all by yourself. And we come today saying thank you for what's taking place here at Southwest Center Mall. But now we're reimagining RedBird.
All right.
Because we know the possibilities that we have in you. And God, today we want to say thank you to the city of Dallas. God, we thank you for Mr. Peter Brodsky, his vision. We thank you for the Dallas City Council, all those who made this venture possible. God, we ask your blessings upon the endeavors that have been embarked upon here today. God, we wouldn't be here today if Miss Edna Pemberton had not had a heart for her community to call others together. And so, God, the work that we see that's already being done here today, as this business venture go forth, we thank you that others have already seen what's taking place here at RedBird. So we ask for your continued blessings as this project go forth. And God, today, we ask blessings upon this entire project. And God, even the ground that we stand on, we thank you that it's protected by the police department, but God, we think it's protected by you. And we ask that every person that steps on this ground comes with peace in their mind, come with the prospects of advancing this project. We just thank you that in years to come, this community will look back and see the investments that has been made here for a better quality of life. We thank you for Peter Brodsky. We thank you for the Dallas Business Journal. We thank you for all those who see what's taking place here today. And we just ask your blessings upon this project as it go forward. It's in the name of Jesus the Christ we pray and say amen.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you. Can we get a horn honk for Councilman Atkins and Pastor Tanel Brown?
Absolutely.
We thank you all for coming out. We're now going to have greetings. We're going to have greetings from Deputy Mayor Pro Tem Adam Magoo, followed by Miss Tony Brinker, and then Honorable Cw Whitaker.
Say what?
Next up, Deputy Mayor Pro Tem Adam Magoo. Y'all go ahead and give him a horn honk.
I couldn't let this come without you.
It's a beautiful day for more ways than one, but I do give honor to God. I'm thankful to be here today. And I can't ever drive down Camp Wisdom and not think about one of the many years ago walking into this building.
Yeah.
And for a while it was dark.
Yeah.
Not everything was working just right,
Yeah.
but there was a real bright light when you walked in there. And that was Miss Edna Pemberton. And that spirit that she had, it didn't matter what was going on. You knew that something great was going to be on this spot, in this place. And the vision that has come through Mr. Brodsky and our forever champion of economic development, Mr. Tanel Atkins.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing to be part of. I'm thankful for the invite just to keep being part of this. This is an amazing part of our city. And this is a time to celebrate every one of these little milestones. More and more good things happening right here at RedBird. So I certainly supported and loved when we went back to RedBird as the name. Even though for me it'll always be Edna Pemberton all the way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Pro Tem. Next up, we're going to have Miss Tony Brinker. Tony Brinker.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I often start a speech by saying that the sacred fabric of a community is its people, and this is a shining example of how important that statement is. Good people coming together to do wonderful things for others. I don't think there's anything more godly than that. So Mrs. Pemberton, big kudos to you. I adore you. Peter Brodsky, thank you for stepping up for your community.
Yeah.
DPD, God bless you. We love you. You have to have first responders deep within a community working hand in glove with citizens to have a safe, secure, and viable community. And I would tell you that I think this is an example and a glowing example for the rest of our country on how to do it right. So I encourage everyone in this community, come to this mall, come with a good heart, buy a lot of things, and let's make this the best mall in the Metroplex, and also again a shining example of how good people do good things for others. So I'm happy to be here today. I'm honored to be here today. Mrs. P, you and I have been bonded at the hip for a long time. Tanel, Councilman Tanel Atkins, my God, you are a friend to me and have been forever. Councilman Magoo, the same goes for you. Thank you all so much. Again, this is a fantastic mall. I'm honored to be here, and let's make this the best one in Dallas.
Thank you, Mr. Brinker. Next up, we'll have the Honorable Cw Whitaker. The Honorable Cw Whitaker.
Well, you know, I'm a behind-the-scenes type person. I like to say first, give it honor to God. Glad to be here. Thank all the council people, Peter, Tony. I'm gonna make mine real short and simple. Miss P, I love you.
All right.
At this time, we're going to have a special solo, and we're going to get some presenters coming up to present plaques to some of our most notable members of this project and this development. So at this time, we're going to have a special song from Journey Rain, and then next we'll be presenting awards for those who have made this development happen right here in our community.
All right, all right.
Putting it on the shelf, putting it on the chain, wearing it around my neck now, taking my freedom, putting it in my car, wherever I choose to go, it will take me far tonight. Living my life like it's golden, 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 I'm living my life like it's golden. Y'all sing along in your cars with it. Living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, like it's golden, golden. I'm taking my own freedom, putting it in my soul, singing it loud and strong, moving on and on. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my soul. Said I'll be high stepping out, I'm letting my joy flow. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 living my life like it's golden. I'm taking my own freedom, you can't take it from me. I was born into it, it comes naturally. I'm taking my own freedom, and we taking it too. So glad RedBird is coming back to you, coming back. Said I'm living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life golden, living my life like it's golden, 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 golden. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 golden. I said I'm living my life golden, 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 life. Living my life like it's golden, golden, living my life like it's golden, yeah. Living my life like it's golden, I said I'm living my life like it's golden. Oh yeah, I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 yeah. I remember coming to this mall. I was born and raised right around the corner. We used to come walk through here. I'm gonna go in and get me some white chocolate chip macadamia nut cookies. So I'm so glad to see that RedBird is being revived. RedBird forever, y'all. Living my life like it's golden, golden, yeah.
All right. Give it up for Journey Rain. Give a horn. Go ahead and present some plaques to a few individuals. Unfortunately, we have a plaque for the mall manager, Miss Lisa Long. She wasn't able to make it today, but we definitely want to give a horn to her because she works tirelessly in this community, helping making sure the mall is in order and everything stays okay. And so the next person that I'm bringing to the stage will be Miss Diane Gibson to present an award to our notable councilman. This community, Diane Gibson. Give a horn hunt for Miss Diane Gibson.
Okay, first of all, let me say greetings on behalf of the City Attorney's Office. Chris Caso is your City Attorney. That's who I work for, and he's paying me while I'm here with Edna Pemberton, so I need to acknowledge him. But in addition to that, one thing y'all know, I'm not brief, I'm not quiet, I'm not low-key. Okay, so check this out. That song she just sung, Living My Life Like It's Over, that is Edna Pemberton's friend's theme song. Right, because every event you do with Edna, you don't know if your life ain't gonna be over. So we want to just say, look here, I've been 32 years with it. I'm just thanking God we still here. So that's why I know she's a child of God, because he keeps protecting us. We have given out of food, we have given out of clothes, and every time he just supply all our needs. Amen. So to you, Edna Pemberton, on behalf of all of us standing here and those that are not standing, those that have even gone to glory, we just want to tell you thank you. You continue to keep up the good fight. And she don't get weary in well doing. You might get tired of her calling you, but she don't get weary in well doing. So Edna, to you, I just want to say I love you, and I'm honored to present this award. And so I want to ask Mayor Pro Tem Magoo to come up with me. Since our mayor's not here, he's going to represent the mayor, and he's Mayor Pro Tem Adam Magoo. But here's the thing, you guys. Edna Pemberton, y'all should have a room up here with her name on it. Why? Because Edna stopped me and Councilmember Atkins from going on vacation. And no, we weren't going together. We just happened to be the 4th of July.
Right.
Vacation time. It was the 4th. We had DFW Airport, separate flights, separate terminals, all of that. But Edna Pemberton called because the trash wasn't being dumped at the mall.
That's right.
You know we had to get off that plane and come out here and make sure this trash. So I know his heart is with Edna Pemberton and with this mall, because we had to rebook and do everything all over again. But that's how Edna has been. And I just want to say, in his absence, Councilmember Dwayne Caraway, she used to call him and do him the same. This ain't even his district. But Edna didn't care. She had no boundaries, no jurisdictions. So I just want her to know how much we love her. But Councilman Atkins, you have never wavered in your commitment to this mall. And it wasn't because he was a city councilman. It's just because we knew his number and he lived in the district. So he was doing this before he came to the council.
That's right.
So he's not doing all this because he's on the council.
That's right.
He was doing it prior to all of that. So I just want to say that this is an honor for me and Councilmember Magoo to actually be able to introduce you and to give you this award. You have earned that, and if we had a little money, we'd give it to you. But we're not doing it. So on behalf of all the people, and this just is nice too, Edna. Peter, you must pay for this. Either Peter or either Miss Brinker, y'all pay for this. So, but this is real leather too. This is. Okay, we'll get it. But check this out. Congratulations, Councilmember Tanel Atkins, District 8. Well, we get it straight to District 8. And thank you for a job well done. November 5th, 2020. Thank you.
Now we send the fruit we burn on the tree today. And that man is Peter Brosky. You know, as I said earlier, he did not have to plant that seed here. He could have planted that seed somewhere else, but he decided to plant it here in the southern part of Dallas. And it took many times, it took you as a community, you as business people to come and water that plant every day. And long as you kept watering that plant, that tree kept growing and growing and growing. It kept growing stronger. And now it's bearing the fruit in your community, but it's bearing the fruit that live forever. When you plant a tree, you want it to bear fruit, and you want the fruit to feed the family and feed the community. And this is what this mall is doing, quality of life. It is feeding the family. It is feeding the quality that you can come here, you can work here, you can eat here, You can live here. You can do all the things that you want to do without transportation. And that is a community when you can live together and nourish together and you eat from the same bowl. And that man is Peter Brodsky. And this right here, I would love to give this award to Peter Brodsky. And by saying this award to Peter, it don't say Peter's a great guy. Real estate developer who spent his money, put his money where his mouth was in the pocketbook. But I also want to say, I want to thank your lovely wife and your family. Because I know you had to go to them when you wanted to invest into the mall and take the fruit to give to someone else. So he is not alone. So his wife's not here, his family's not here, but I also said this goes to Peter and his family for him to come to our community, to bless our community with that tree that's gonna bear fruit in our community forever.
Thank you. Right.
Thank you very, very much. As happy as I was when we won the DBJ award, frankly, this is much, much more meaningful because it's from the community and it's from Miss P and her team. So I want to begin where everyone's begun, which is to thank you, Miss P, because if you hadn't thrown your body in front of that the breaker box, none of us would be here today. And it's that level of commitment that's given us this opportunity. And I'd say the second most important person here, because everyone knows, as Councilman Atkins said, you're the queen, is Councilman Atkins. I can say to everyone here that without Councilman Atkins' leadership, nothing that is happening on this site would be happening. Because without the cooperation of the city and the investment of the city, we wouldn't be able to execute on the vision that we, meaning our team and the community, have for this site, which is to bring it back to as a point of pride and high quality and a place for this community to gather. So I want to thank you, Councilman Atkins, for your leadership and your partnership. And if Councilman Atkins didn't have colleagues like Councilman Magoo, who were willing to believe in his vision, in our vision, and believe in this community, and believe that it was worthy of investment, then also none of this would be happening. So thank you, Councilman Magoo. And there are so many people at the City of Dallas, from the economic development staff, the city attorney's office. It has truly taken a village to help this get going. I've said a couple of times a word that I want to focus on, which is investment. The really big deal to me about the DBJ award is that it isn't about necessarily the amenities that we're going to have here. It is an acknowledgement, and it's the first time this has ever happened with this award, that Southern Dallas is a place that is worthy of investment. That is a big, big deal. Southern Dallas is way too often painted as a place that's worthy of philanthropy, but not of real investment in the amenities that the people here want and deserve. And that is what this development is all about. It is about creating a place where everybody in the community has a reason to be here, has a reason to come here, feels respected, honored, and welcomed when they get here, and has the amenities that they want and that they need for their lives to be higher quality. Whether it's the highest quality medical care, whether it's a place to work, whether it's a place to get a cup of coffee, whether it's a place to dine. We're going to have a hotel here. We've got places to live that are going up on the west side of the property. This is going to be a place that everybody has a reason to come and enrich their lives. And because of that, it is a great place for investors to invest. And my hope is that the success of this development will cause other people to realize that all over this area, all over this community, if you approach the community with respect, you listen to what people want, you hear people's concerns and address them and deliver what people want, there is an unlimited amount of development, positive quality development that can happen in this community that will make it a better place to live, work, and play. So I want to thank everyone for coming out. I want to thank everyone for their support. My entire team, I'm representing them. We have a team of a lot of people who keep this place clean, safe, well run, bills paid, lights on. We don't need to worry about paying the light bill anymore. And we're all very grateful for this celebration. So thank you very, very much.
And as Mr. Brodsky admitted to, don't forget about Palladium, who are building some apartments just around the corner. Be sure to look them up. Palladium USA, they have a luxury development coming around that's going to be something wonderful for this community. So we thank you all so much. It's the luxury, the lifestyle you deserve, luxury apartments. The move-in starts March 2021. That's Palladium RedBird. Palladium RedBird. Mr. James Butler and Mr. Acock on saxophone. We thank you so much. Miss Journey Rain for her solo. And thank you all for coming out. Be sure to drive around the property, see the Foot Locker, see the Starbucks, see the new development. There are a lot of things going on in RedBird. So reimagine RedBird, and congratulations, Mr. Brodsky, on the best real estate deal of the year by the Dallas Business Journal 2019.